So tonight's topic is Take the Next Leap. If you notice, the title in itself is a call to action with the verb take. It's been, what, 7, 8 months since the outbreak of the pandemic, and now is probably the best time to ask ourselves, what is next for us? Because we don't know how long this economic recession would last and the magnitude of the impact to the economy throughout the world. We don't know when we will have a vaccine that truly works so that we can go back to our old routines. And our future is filled with uncertainties, but we do need to prepare. We do need to think about what is in store for us, for our future. And there are two groups of people in the world. Those in group one are content with where they are, praying and hoping that they will be in good graces with their bosses, and that would be enough to keep their jobs. Or there are those in group two who are, already thinking, planning, and doing something to change the direction of their lives. To which group do you belong? If your decision is if you decide to remain in group one, I wish you all the best. But if you decide that you want to be in group two, my humble suggestion for you is to go and talk to the person who invited you so that you can set the new direction of your life starting right now. Before I get carried away with stories and with my emotions, let me now introduce to you our speaker. I met her in 2017, and immediately I felt a strong connection with her. There are many things that I value in my relationship with her, but I'd like to highlight two special instances where you can see how huge her heart is. As I've mentioned earlier, I live in Mindanao, and I didn't have the luxury of attending the trainings, the meetings in Manila. But, this brilliant lady thought of setting up a secret Facebook Live so I could listen to the presentations and trainings straight from Singapore. And with that, I am forever grateful to her. And second, she's not my direct leader, but every time I need her help, or every time I needed tips on how to go about my business, she makes it a point to be available for me. Again, I am forever grateful for that. She's also one of the pioneer members of Avita, and her network has grown to over 1,600 business partners, and she has taken her business to 22 countries. She's none other than our Diamond President, Theingi. Hi, Theingi, welcome.
Hi, Badet, and good evening, everyone. I hope you're all have your dinner. If you are in Asia, those who are joining in from Middle East or Europe, I hope it's a good timing for you so that you can stay until the end of our webinar. Yeah, thank you, Badet, and very good evening, everyone. My name is Theingi. I was originally born in Myanmar, but I came to Singapore at the age of 8. And I'm very happy that this evening we are broadcasting together with Badet. Actually, Badet, as you heard from her, she is in Mindanao. Mindanao is an island in Philippines, and I've not really been to her particular city, but I look forward to that. And it's amazing. She is in Mindanao. I'm in Singapore, Clementi of Singapore, and we are hosting an event together. Previously, we would not have imagined having able to do that. I think now, no thanks, and thanks to COVID, we are able to do that. Yeah. Thank you for hosting this evening, Badet.
It's my pleasure, DP Theingi. So, you've shared a bit about yourself, and you mentioned that you were born in Myanmar, but moved to Singapore when you were 8 years old. So I want to know more about your story, because many of our guests who are watching you tonight for the first time, and please do share with us your background growing up. Because when I first met you, I really, really admired your confidence. Have you always been a confident leader?
Ironically, I wasn't. I wasn't. I'm thankful for the journey I'm go through. Frankly speaking, when I was born, in fact, when I was during my early childhood, I was a happy kid. You know, playing, very innocent, no worries, no fears, nothing. It's only towards growing up years, like from 6, 7
Mm-hmm.
onwards, then I start to notice I'm actually different because all my friends they grew taller and taller every year, and when we line up in class in school, I'm the first in the queue. I'm always in the first in the queue, partnering with someone who's around the same height as me. Then these people just keep moving towards the back, whereas I'm always the number one because I'm the shortest. Yeah, and I didn't notice that. I just take it as I'm short. That's all. But towards my growing up years, like maybe 10, 12, that period, I started noticing and I started asking my family,
Mm-hmm.
why am I different? Is there something wrong with me? Actually, to let everyone know, I was born with achondroplasia. It's a form of dwarfism where I stopped growing at 1.3 meters. I think 1.3 meters nowadays really will be kids in the lower primary school, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that height. And I stopped growing, but I have short limbs. That means my arms and legs are short, but I have a normal body. So in that sense, I have all normal functions. All my senses work normally, but I keep thinking I am different. In fact, I keep thinking I am abnormal, and in fact, some people term it handicap or disabled. But I didn't think so. But that's sort of like dampen on my confidence, especially my self-esteem. I always feel that I'm not good enough. I always want to be accepted. I always want to be the same as the rest, the same with all my friends, the same with everyone, and the same, like I want to be same as in growing up tall, and also get to do things that others don't, and I don't want to seek help when I can't reach certain things. But then after growing up, I realized there are also other people who can't reach certain heights. Yeah. So, but in that growing up years, I keep thinking I'm not good enough. I'm weird. I'm different, and I get ostracized by kids. I get asked a lot of questions about that, and that sort of made an impact on my self-esteem. And I keep thinking I'm not good enough, and I want to be accepted by society as one of them. So that was my growing up years, and it affected in my career. I would say when I say it affected my career, that means I let it affect my life. Like I went into accounting instead of marketing, which I love, because I feel being in the front, meeting with people, is not something acceptable by most organizations. They want someone presentable, they want someone good looking, eloquent, and not someone that will put people off or shun people off. So that was my thinking, even after I graduated from school. And instead of pursuing marketing, I pursued accounting line. Nothing wrong with it. It pays well. Yeah, it pays well. But after about 5 years, I started feeling like maybe this is not for me. Okay, how many of the audience here are in accounting line? Just type yes. Just type one, or always look up to wanting to be an accountant and doing really well. Yes, yes, we have many accountants in the audience as well, and nothing wrong with that. Some people really enjoy it, some people really do well in it. And for me, it was more of like I look at the company that I was in, and look at my career growth. Where do I go next? And I realized that, hey, maybe in the next 5 years, I'll still be doing the same reports. Maybe the figures will change, but I will still be doing the same. And that's not really what I wanted. So I started seeking, and I started feeling that I wanted something different. I wanted more in the front line. Front line meaning meeting people. I love meeting people. But do you love meeting people?
Yes, I
From
do.
from my experience with you, I know you are a very outgoing person.
I am
Yes.
what they call a social butterfly.
Yes. And actually, I was that way. I was like that. But due to my growing years, I became an introvert. Or some of my friends call it a fake introvert. Means when they know me, I am very outgoing. I can speak well, and I'm myself. But when I do not know someone well, I'm an introvert. I'm a lady of few words, and I will be very shy and things like that. So that was me. And when but that in your sharing, you shared that you when you first met me, and I would say if you have met me like 10 years ago or 12 years ago, it will be a different person. Yeah. So we all grow in as the years goes by. Thankful to Avita for this platform. And then so I was wanting to have a career change, and I pursue different options. One thing I know is I want to be rich. I want to have a business of my own, and I want to take control of my financial wealth. That means of my own finances, and be able to do the things that I love, like traveling, or being able to support the family. My family doesn't need my support, and even at that point of time, but I wanted to. If let's say someone do need, but most important is I don't want to be the one that needing help. Yeah, so that was my motivation, my drive. And then I started seeking, and I even explored insurance, because insurance is a form of sales where there's no income ceiling. If you work hard, you can earn a lot. Yes. And then there will be mentors guiding you, because I have no experience in business and things like that. So that was my option. uh, but that I would like to share with you a little incident that makes me feel an environment that you choose is very important. Okay, insurance is a very legitimate line, but in a way, I met someone that is not so empowering. So I went to this recruitment seminar, and then I met this guy who was going to be, if I were to join, he is going to be my mentor. And then after the seminar, we sat down and have a chat. And then he said, you were thinking you will really do well in this line. Oh, I was like, wow, this guy barely knows me. He thinks so highly of me. I've never experienced that. So I say, oh, why do you say that? And he said, because I'll go with you when you meet your clients, your prospects. And if they reject you, I will make them feel bad about it. I will tell them, how could you reject this person? Look at her. She's already like
Wow.
that. So that was like, oh wow, no way. I didn't say anything. I didn't react anything, but in my mind, I already decided, no, this is not how I wanted to be mentored, and this is not how I wanted to excel. I feel that whatever I do, it must add value to people's life, make an impact on people, and at the same time, it create value, not being a pity, not being pity and getting sympathy kind of help. So that wasn't what I wanted, and I started looking around. So, and as you know, the rest are history. I went to Avita.
Right.
Guess who I met first?
Um, Pedro.
Naturally, my mentor, right? So one of the first few people that I met, of course, my friend who introduced me to Avita, and next was Elvin, our Pearl Ambassador Elvin.
Mhm.
He was one of the first few that was introduced to me, and for the first time in my life, but that this person make a very good impression on me. Why? Because when we were introduced, he actually squat and
Mhm.
then shake my hand and look at me at my eye level. I've never seen anyone does that. Most of the time, I'm the one looking up, stretching my neck and shaking. And people, when they will talk at their eye level, sometimes I can't hear because their words just went and didn't go to my ear. But there will be people who will bend down and talk to me. But first time in my life, I met Elvin, who squad and say, nice to meet you. It's a pleasure meeting you. And that leave an impression and tell me that this is different. This place is different. And that gives me the confidence and the willingness to explore further, learn what is Avita and MLM all about. And that was how it all started. And yeah, it's been 12 years since. I'm very glad I made that decision. And yeah,
And
if
we're
not, I
very
would not have met you. If not, I would not have met you.
yes, and we are blessed by your presence here in Avita. Not just your presence, our relationship with you. I'm sure each of us have our own stories to tell about you, and you are certainly more than good enough for us, DP Tengi. And I was just struck by your story about PA Alvin, because with me, one of the things that struck me about Avita is the sincerity and genuine care of each one. So it's good to know that you've had that experience at the onset. So thank you, DP Tengi, for sharing with us. And it's not easy to be faced with those challenges as you were growing up. But I do want to honor you for being able to know what you want in life, that led you to the right company and to the right leaders. And as I was listening to you, I felt like that the key to your success now is knowing what you want and where you want to go. So having said that, there are a number of factors that made you very successful now. But what I want to know is what is so unique about this business that propelled your success in Avita or in multi-level marketing.
Okay. When I first joined the company, it was in 2007 where Avita was founded, and our product range was essential oils. I love aromatherapy, and that was how I started. But in 2009, thanks to the vision of our CEO and founder, Miss Lee, she launched a new product called Celegen. Yeah, let me share with you more about what is this Celegen that I was talking about. I'm talking about, yeah. Celegen is world's first marine cell therapy supplement. But then I must share with you, when it was first launched, I was a bit skeptical about supplements. I'm one that doesn't like to swallow pills. Okay, because in the first few years we were promoting and we were using essential oils, yeah. But then Miss Lee was very confident, very excited, and she shared with all of us the vision going ahead. And cell therapy then was new in the market, yeah. But thanks to her vision, we were the pioneer to start off cell therapy product as a MLM company. There are a lot of companies that sell supplements, but we are the first one to sell cell therapy supplements. And as I share with you, products are the bloodline of any company, any business. So having the right product in the right trend plays a big role. Yeah. Have you experienced Celegen with that?
Yes, yes.
I'm sure, yes. And many
Very
of my partners now mainly come in
happy.
because of Celegen.
Yes.
Yes, and that was how it started. In 2009, I started first. I mean, I took it before just when the product was launched, and I experienced it myself. So these are the benefits. I will not go deep into the product details. What I want to share with you is Celegen has more than 11 years of history, okay, track record. You can Google about it. You will not hear or read any negative things about it. That is the confidence that we have. That is our track record. So if you have not started Celegen, get started. Yeah, get started with 1 to 2 soft gel a day, and then experience it yourself with your loved ones. That was what we did. And after that, we received many wonderful results and testimonies, how it has changed people's life. If you ask us for the stories and testimonies, it will take more than this whole evening. Yes, I don't think any one of you can log off. But what I want is do your due diligence. Okay, find out. Don't just listen to us. Find out and also have faith in what we have gone through, what your friend who has invited you gone through. Okay, if he or she doesn't have the trust in this product, the effectiveness, he or she wouldn't have shared with you. Yeah. And this was also the product that changed my business landscape. In fact, I dare to say all of us in Avita, Celegen changed our paradigm shift. It's a paradigm shift from our business, and our business landscape changed. And that was also the time. Yes, this is our Celegen journey. This is Miss Lee, our CEO and founder. Look at this. It was in the year that Celegen was launched. Celegen was launched in May. That was in August, where we have our Avita anniversary. And
Anniversary.
at any event, I always make sure I take a photo with her. And thanks to all this, now we can look back and say, hey, Miss Lee and I didn't change much. Huh? In fact, tell you a secret. The dress is the same dress. Okay. In 2009, I wore this dress to Avita anniversary. And just last year, August 2019, where we celebrated Celegen 10-year anniversary, we I wore back the same dress, and I was really intrigued. And when I look back the pictures, wow, I could still fit into that dress. That means, okay, I didn't put it on that much weight. Yeah. And then secondly is, both of us didn't age much. In fact, I feel we all look radiant. Yeah, we both look radiant. And so this is our Celegen journey. I'm very privileged that I get to take such a premium product from the very beginning. Yeah.
In fact, Theingi,
Yes.
you and Miss Lee look much, much younger here from the picture of last year.
Yes, yes, I would say so. And if all of you have a chance to experience Miss Lee, you will know her energy, her stamina, her vitality really exudes. Even when she speaks over Zoom, her energy just exudes. How many of you agree with that statement? Just type yes if you agree with that statement. Yeah. And for those who have not experienced Miss Lee, have not met her, find a chance. Okay, definitely when you come to Singapore, you will definitely get to meet her. Yes. And in 2013, we launched another product, but that was a year which changed my business and brought my business into a new country, which is your hometown, your home country, Philippines. But that, and I met this lady, the lady in pink, Jeannie. She was an aesthetic clinic owner at that time, and she heard about Celegen. She came to look for me and say, how can I be part of Celegen and how can I bring it to my country? So I was
Wow.
excited. I was like, oh, Philippines and oh, aesthetic clinic. You know, that was my excitement. And yes, so she came, I invited her to Singapore. I say, come and we have a launch for another product. But anyway, you will meet all of us. Come by. And so she did. And that day, she was the only one that went back with Celegen on a matrix cell launch because that was what she came for. And from there, we formed a partnership, and she came back and forth to Singapore because the product worked on her, the product worked on her friends, even her potential business partners that she's aiming to start this business together with. So she came back again, and we established a partnership with Avita for Avita in the Philippines. So that's why we all call her the lady who brought Avita and Celegen into the Philippines. If not for her, many people in the Philippines may not know about Celegen yet, or they will have to get it from Singapore. So thanks to her, she bring over the whole culture, the infrastructure, the whole system of Avita into the Philippines. And as her mentor and her introducer, together with Elvin, we work to build up the market there, build up the foundation there, and build up the system, Avita system there. So that was how Philippines developed. And now, and in just a year after she joined and developed, we launched our Philippines office. That was in 2014. So now coming to 6 years, 6 years in
6
the
years.
making. And I'm very happy and very proud to share that Philippines is the fastest growing market outside of Singapore.
Wow.
And it's only 6 years So I'm very proud of the whole development, and I would say it has many things to thankful for.
Mhm.
Her willingness, Jeannie's willingness to be coached and really follow Avita's system and follow the education system. She bring in the culture of Avita as well into the Philippines. Yeah, and in any business, culture is the main
Right.
thing that hold people together. Yeah, and so that's why people as thanks to that we also have different partners like Dr. Diona. You will see in your left. Okay, in your left hand, in the red dress, Dr. Diona, and then we have Gina, DP Gina, and then we have many people opening up the Philippines market. That's why gave birth to a Badet, challenging platinum director Badet, all the way in CDO, thanks to Dr. D, thanks to Gina, thanks to many people. You know, that's why I always share, but that when you look back, there's a lot of dots that are being connected.
Right.
It is these little dots that happen that bring us to where we are. So always be grateful and thankful. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the Jeannie, thank you so much. Double Diamond President Jeannie Uy.
Yeah, and so that was how it happened as I was developing and Philippines, going in and out of Philippines. In fact, I have lost count of the number of trips I made to the Philippines.
In
It was
fact,
since, yeah.
Tengi, if you can excuse me, your Tagalog is so much better than others.
I try to, yeah, because it always, language always bring people even closer.
Yes, I
Yeah,
agree.
and yeah, salamat po.
Wala
And so
naman.
yeah, that was how it all started. And while developing Philippines, traveling in and out, that was also how I got to know another lady, another beautiful lady by the name of Haley. Okay,
Mhm,
she also heard about Celegen from her friends and all that, and she was connected to me. And
mhm,
then after that, we started with Celegen, she taking Celegen, sharing with her friends. And then she was saying that, oh, I need to go to Myanmar. I want to visit Myanmar. Oh, great. Let me host you. And I met her in Myanmar, not in Singapore, not in Hong Kong. I traveled to Myanmar and met up with her. And that was the connection that was made. And it led on to future events, her interest in the business, etc. And from her, it connects to so many people. And now we have a small team
mhm.
in Hong Kong. And yeah, this was the last time I was in Hong Kong because of all the different things that was happening in Hong Kong and globally. I have not been back to Hong Kong. I really love traveling to Hong Kong. It is similar to Singapore, and a lot of food culture is also very similar, but a lot of vast great potential of growing into another huge market for Celegen and Avita. Yeah, and here together with my core team in Hong Kong, I have our very pioneer leader, DP Maria Moon, who is based in Hong Kong. And when I am not there, she helped my team, support my team a lot. And that's how we leverage and we groom our leaders of next generation. Yeah. And as I was sharing, I was originally from Myanmar.
Mhm.
And for this lady, uh, although I was from Myanmar, but Myanmar wasn't the first market that I opened.
Mm.
Firstly, I'm quite shameful to tell you, my language is a barrier. Okay, I can only converse in very everyday kind of Myanmar.
Mhm.
And I cannot do a lot of translation for Myanmar. So that sort of slowed me down in opening Myanmar. But then this lady, who is a family friend of ours, okay, in fact, I knew her since I was born, the whole family, but we
Mhm.
lost touch because we were with our own life and all that. She was looking for a product called Celegen, recommended by her doctor in Thailand. and
Oh.
and that was how it came about. And her sister, who is one of my customer of and also an associate, she was already taking it, but she never shared with her sister. She kept it a secret until Kai came to Singapore to visit the sister, and she said, "How come you are taking Celegen and you are not sharing with me?" Yeah, so that was how it happened. And long story cut short, I shared with her about the business, how we do it, and
Mm-hmm.
all that. And she said, "Okay, you must come back to Myanmar. This is your home ground. How could you not open this market?" Yeah, so she was like a senior, like a big sister to me, and she said, "Come, let me open up my network and let's do this because this is a
Wow.
wonderful product." So as you can see, it's all start with one person saying, "Yes, I want. Let's make things happen. Let's do something about it." And then it creates a ripple effect of sharing with more, benefiting more people. And all we need to do is open our mouth and talk about this business and this wonderful product. Yeah. So that was how it happened, and it led on to many talks. And for your information, Myanmar economy and our living standard is kind of similar with the Philippines.
Philippines, right?
Yes, the income gap of the rich and the ordinary folks are very wide. Yeah, so this create an opportunity for the ordinary to do a
Mm-hmm.
business, to service and also promote these products to those who are seeking for good quality supplement and something to take care of their health. So in any market, I won't say you can't do. As long as you have an idea, your willingness to do it, any market is possible. Yeah. And as you can see, Philippines is our biggest, one of the biggest growing market after Singapore. That goes to show the living standards and all that doesn't matter. As long as there are people who wants to go do something, be entrepreneurial, it can happen. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, DP Tengi. You know, it's really amazing how you're able to build that international business from Singapore. You've opened the market in the Philippines, Hong Kong, and your home country, Myanmar. That's truly, truly amazing. And now that you're very, very successful, how does Avita fit into your mission in life and purpose in life? Because I believe that it cannot go against each other, it has to be aligned, right?
Yes. Yes, frankly speaking, when I first joined Avita, like I shared earlier, it was just to do a business of my own and earn lots of money so that I can live the life that I want. But primarily, I want to be financially independent.
Right.
Okay, there was a period where when I was looking for a job after graduation and all that, and that worries my parents as well as my siblings. I have a total siblings of five. I'm the number five. That means all my siblings are all older than me. They're always worrying about me, and they are prepared to look after me if in case I can't find a job or I can't work due to my physical appearance or whatever. So they were always looking after me, but I didn't want that. I want to be independent. We are family, but I want to be independent in creating a life of my own, and also wanting to do the things that I desire. So when I joined Avita, it was to have my own business. I didn't know what was my life purpose. In fact, I was busy
Mhm.
complaining in my mind, why me? Why am I born this way? You know, why other people look so beautiful, look so normal, but why me? Why am I given this life like that? Is it to suffer? Is it a punishment? So I was busy with that mindset until I came to Avita. I attended a lot of the personal development courses and interact with people from different walks of life, learn from different mentors. And that opened my mind to a lot of things. And I would say that was the biggest growth period in my life.
Mhm.
And I slowly start to accept me for who I am without criticizing myself for being so ugly. Yeah, yeah, that was my
I
initial
disagree with that.
and yeah, that was, it's like
Yes.
the world is not good, not fair, why me, that kind of uh thinking
Yeah.
until much later. And with then I find my purpose in life, and I
Mhm.
realized that actually I shouldn't limit myself. Yeah, I shouldn't limit my capability. I shouldn't say that I'm like this, thus I cannot do certain thing. I feel everyone has the equal opportunity. Yeah. So that was and in order to share my life vision, I must of course share with you what is Avita. Yeah, what is Avita? Avita in Italian, it means a life. And it means a sweet life, a beautiful life. And our mission is for a better life and a better world. For a better life, we take care of the health and wellness of our loved ones and the community at large, so that they can live well, live long, and be healthy. A better world, creating a platform, okay, that will create an opportunity for ordinary people like you and I to create something extraordinary out of this platform, to own your own business, to live out your dreams, etc. So that was the attraction, and also when I keep hearing and keep anchoring and also keep experiencing that, yes, Avita really stands for this, and sort of resonate with what I want in life. I wanted to make positive impact on people. I don't want anyone to suffer something similar to me. Okay, although it was my own belief system at that time, but I don't want anyone to feel that they are not good enough. It's not possible for them. So I feel that this platform allowed me to do that. And one of my biggest dream was to be a motivational speaker, where I go on and impact on people. I like a stage, because when you're standing on the stage, you're taller than everyone. Everyone can see you, and I
Right.
can see everyone. Yeah. So it's a funny explanation, but yes, I love the stage because it allow everyone to see me, and I can see everyone. So that was how is it. And Miss Lee always share with us, life is a gift. Never take it for granted, and always treasure your loved ones and everyone that you meet. And she inspires me to be better and go on there. Don't just focus on myself, but go on there and help others. So that was my driving force. I want to make positive impact on people. And I feel that Avita is the perfect platform for me, which allows me to live out my dream and life purpose, which is empowering a world without limits.
Wow.
Okay? When I first started, I have many mission statements or vision statements, and this one, thanks to one of the course that I attended by Simon Sinek, I came up with this clarity of how I want to live my life, empowering a world without limits, to live without limiting belief, and empowering others to do the same. Yeah, that's why when Badet, when you share with us about why you joined Avita, or what do you want to achieve in life, and what are your goals, right? It attracts me. It attracts me to think, what can I do for Badet? How can I empower her? It never crossed my mind that you are not in my team, because this is my bigger vision, that I want to impact on anyone and not to have any limiting beliefs. And that was, and I was so affirmative and to say that I want to encourage and inspire others to dare to dream, dare to desire, dare to achieve. We all have dreams. Yeah, we all have dreams. Some of us may have forgotten. Can you type in the chat, what was your dream when you were young? Those who are, everyone who are listening in, it's okay, you know, where if you have dreamed to be a superstar, to be a doctor, to be a lawyer, it's okay. My childhood dream was to be a doctor, because I find that wearing that white coat is very nice. And everyone look up to you for their health, for their well-being.
Right.
So that was my childhood ambition. To be a police, all right. Astronaut,
Oh,
cool. To own a hotel, okay,
hotel.
I will
Wow.
check in. I will check in. A
You can still do
chef,
that.
wow. TCM,
Oh, TCM.
wow. And you're living your dream. DP Ceiling,
And somebody
a
wants
beach
to be
bum.
a beach bum.
Bum. Okay, that is the ultimate dream,
Yeah,
because money will still come in as you lie on the beach.
agree.
Yeah, at the
Agree.
beach. Oh, yeah, so interesting. And there's a reason why we have those dreams. Sometimes as we grow older, we forget, or the society tells us that it's not possible. and things like that. But then always keep your dreams alive and remember them. There's a reason why you want to do that. And now that I think back, being a doctor, I want to help people to get well. So in a way, I'm living out my dream in a way in Avita, sharing with people about preventive healthcare, how to take care of themselves as well. Yeah. And so dare to dream, dare to desire. Most people dare to dream. But when it comes to taking action, no lah, I cannot. I'm not good enough, which is like me before. And then dare to achieve. Oh, there's a price to pay for success. Oh, maybe later, that kind. So I want to inspire everyone. As long as you dare to dream, you dare to desire, dare to achieve, anything is possible. Yeah, and like anything is possible, and anyone really. When I first met Jeannie, it was at the airport because she was coming to Singapore and I went to fetch her. I was nervous. And when I finally saw her, I was like, oh my God, she has everything that I do not have. She has the height, she has long legs, she looks beautiful, she speaks well. Yeah, so that was like, then I remember telling Alvin about it, and he said, good. She will help you to see further, and then she will walk faster ahead of you. Yeah, and you have the experience of Avita, the business knowledge as well, so you guys will work hand in hand. And when I first knew Jeannie, she was an aesthetic clinic owner. I say she was because right now she has sold off her business, fully embarking on her enterprise building in Avita. And some of the pictures in our first year, most of our talks were done in her clinic. After the clinic closed, we will have a talk, a presentation about Celegen and the business. And that was how we grew for the first year. There's a lot of memory. Even now, when I go to Manila and pass by that building, memories just come back. And in the center is one of our partner for that form key partners of Nutravita, which is the Avita Philippines office owners. Yeah. So it's a partnership with Jeannie. And then from there, being a traditional business, you know how businesses are run. But for her, she enjoyed that there is a leverage. There's a team. You don't need to be the one bearing all the burden, all the overhead costs, etc., etc. Now she travels. At the same time as she travels, she shared the business with people. And after a while, we have a team in Cebu, a team in Davao, a team in Metro Manila, Laguna, Batangas. Some of the places I have not been yet, yeah. And even Boracay, I haven't been there. She has associates there as well. Yeah, I haven't been to Boracay. The only place, the island resort place that I've been is Palawan. Yeah, it's beautiful. I wish to go back again. Yeah, and from there we started for a team and we started growing. And now she has aesthetic clinic owners as well as other doctors who used to be in the same line, same industry with her, partnering her and bringing the business further. So when she is an aesthetic clinic owner, she can't impact other clinic owners. They are competitors. But now, because of this, it's a leveling ground. You are equal. You are empowering each other. It's a win-win situation. So she works with clinics that are into wellness and preventive healthcare, and also grooming partners, partners and leaders in her network. This person, her name is Wendy. Yeah, Wendy is someone close to our heart. We all know her, we love her, and she was from a humble background. She was working for many years as a clinic assistant and also in different admin clerical work, and really starting her own family and things like that. And when she joined Avita, she shared with us that I love this environment, this family, and I want to really focus on building my team. And I asked her why, because I see the possibility and I want to build towards sending my son. Okay, you will see in the picture. Okay, later. Okay, my son, my only son, to a school that he desire. not a school that we could only afford. So that was her dream when she started Avita. And now the son is in a private school, okay, studying well and also very supportive of the parents. Yeah. And Wendy is a keen learner. She learned, she really grabs, take opportunity to work with her team leaders, her leaders, and also really mentor her team. And I feel that when people like Wendy, right now she's full time in Avita, building her enterprise and her team. If Wendy can do that, I think anybody can do that. Yeah, and just to share with you a little background of how her income was like when she was still working. Like for 30 over years, she was earning about Singapore 500 plus. Okay, compared to Singapore standard, it's kind of low, but
Yes.
she was okay, yeah, with her family, supporting family, etc. Peso about 20,000, yeah. And when she joined Avita, in that 1 year, she earned more than, for that particular month, she earned more than 2,400 Singapore dollar. To her, that is a big jump. Yeah. And peso wise, it's about 91,000. I know 91,000 is a lot in the Philippines also. I've known how much certain things cost. But imagine that kind of income. She was crying when she received the check, but it was tears of joy. And that further boosts her confidence and her drive to say, oh, I wish all my friends can also do this, can also benefit like how I have. And that she goes on to share. And it is I call it a fair play. It's a leveling back platform where anyone can be part of this. And in her team, she attracted doctors, okay, who joined her team. Her good friend, Dr. Faye Coloma, they were ex-colleagues. And from there, she shared with Dr. Faye, and Dr. Faye shared with her good friend, her fellow colleagues in Makati Med, Dr. Ng. Okay, and that was how they all came in. And I think it was last year that I get to know both of them, Dr. Faye and Dr. Ng. And we organized a few seminars and presentation together. Dr. Ng has psoriasis issues, and Celegen has helped a lot with the condition. More to that, I asked her, Dr. Ng, if you are just enjoying the product, you will just enjoy the product. What drives you to really build this business? Because every event she's there with her team, inviting her friends, sharing with her friends. She shared that I am building my plan B. Due to my health, I used to worry, what if I can't work? What if I can't do my own practices? Okay, and I can't treat my patients anymore. What am I going to do? And I'm still young. So she is building her plan B. For Dr. Angie, it is a business where she is doing concurrently, still applying what she has learned in her profession, and yet at the same time building a platform, a pipeline that will eventually let her transit into this enterprise building, and then she can still enjoy passive income and income that will make impact on other through impacting others. Yeah. So this is what she shared me, and that even motivates me further to say, yes, Angie, I want to support you. You know, I want to make sure you have that plan B secure and strong. So that is my way of impacting on people and say that, yes, you can do it. Let's not limit. Just because you're a doctor doesn't mean you can't do this. Yeah. So that was, that is Angie. And I'm just highlighting a particular network, a particular line under me. And I want to tell people that anything is possible as long as you want it and you have a desire for this. And know that your friend who invited you and share with you this
Battery
opportunity.
我刚刚换，他又跟我换。
Okay, someone is talking. Yes, thank you for sharing. Okay, I just want to share that when your friend and someone who invited you here, know that they are actually caring and sharing because for your family's future. Yeah. So that is the message I want to bring across, and also living out my life purpose.
Wow, thank you so much, DP Tengi. I together with DP Jeannie, PD Wendy, and Dr. Angie, I am also very blessed by the way DP Tengi empowers not just her team but also her friends. So, yeah, I'm very thankful for that, and I'm also amazed by the stories that you shared about Double Diamond President Jeannie Uy, for her boldness to bring Celegen to a new market. Wow, it probably took a lot of guts from her to be able to, make that decision, go to Singapore, meet with everybody there, and then come home and say to herself, I'm going to bring this product and bring this business to the Philippines. And then you've shared about PD Wendy. Wow, her resilience from an ordinary clerk to an extraordinary leader here in Avita. And then, it goes to show that nothing can really stop you from pursuing your business or your dreams. And for Dr. Angie, I want to highlight her courage to share the benefits of Celegen to her friends, to her colleagues. And the, the three of them have shown that really anything is possible if you just dare to dream, dare to achieve, and dare to desire. So thank you. Thank you for those empowering stories, Lipi Tengi.
And how about you for that? I
Oh,
know you have this desire to really succeed here. I've also seen you working really hard and helping your team, always supportive. And you have teams that go all the way to New Zealand, to Dubai, and many others. And you have also helped your friends in US and etc. What drives you really? What drives you to really succeed in this business?
wow, what drives me? I've always wanted to be an actress.
Okay.
Yeah, but kidding aside, well, that's real. That's true. That's a true dream. But aside from that, there are two things that I would like to share with you this evening. First is, I've always wanted to be on stage. As I was growing up, I've always wanted to be the life of the party, the one that, dances and sings for everyone. And I want to own that stage because, at the back of my mind, my desire is to really make a lasting impact to the world, to make them happy, to entertain them. And second, now that I'm a married woman, I want to give my family the best things in life. To be able to travel the world without thinking about the cost. That's very important to me. And so those are my driving forces. Those are what, when I wake up in the morning and I realize, there are so many difficulties, so many challenges. But when I think about those things, it drives me to just continue, to just move forward, to leave behind all the baggages and just do it, just like you.
Yes, and that is the attraction you give people. I'm sure many of your teammates and also other associates from Avita can feel that. In fact, during one of the leadership course, Soaring Eagle, I saw you. You just ran up on stage, you dance, and you infected and really get the whole floor dancing together with you. You're already living your dream as a star on stage. And Avita, I tell you, this is your stage. Own it. You can own it. And go on there and really impact on people that you meet so that they can also be like you. Travel, go see the world, and also at the same time, close an eye on the price. Okay, and say, okay, it's okay. It's for my family. I can
Yes.
afford it. Just
Yes.
like when I shared with my mom about products and all that, she would say, no, it's too much. You just take it yourself or you go and sell it. And then say, don't worry, I can afford it. I want to give you the best in life. So that's the kind of driving force and the kind of desired lifestyle that we want. So likewise, because of what you have shared and keep on sharing, it attract me. I want to, every time you share, say, what can I do for Vedette? You know, what can I do? How can I support her? And like you have your own Facebook page and all that, I would say, oh, you can do something with this to improve it or be better about this. You can phrase it this way. It's the little things that I feel I can add value, and then I will go ahead and do it. Likewise, own that stage, be that star that you want to live.
Yes, thank you. And I'm very happy because Avita really has given me the platform to be not just a star, but an international star, DP Tengi.
Yes, and
you know,
like now, from the whole month of Change webinar, you are now hosting a talk show that you wanted to do. Yes,
yes,
without you telling me you wanted this way, we kind of came up with this
right.
idea. Yes, and I'm glad. And what so far in your whole journey here, what is the most memorable incident or thing that is throughout this Avita journey? You are still very young in Avita, in
Yes.
terms of Avita journey. What is the most memorable thing and most impactful thing that has happened to you in your network?
First is being the first one to open up the market here in Mindanao. I always introduce myself as a trailblazer because I trailblazed the entire Mindanao region to bring Celegen here. And one of the events that really impacted me and really gave me confidence was during the caravan, Mindanao caravan trip, and yeah, the Mindanao caravan. Yeah. So for several reasons. First is, it's an opportunity to travel with friends and showcase to them the beauty of Mindanao, and give them a taste of what food is like here, and they all enjoyed it. And second, being able to work with a team. When I started doing the business, I was alone. But mind you, I have never been lonely. But I was alone. But during that whole week, I was surrounded by a team that is very supportive. And it's something that I treasure the most during the caravan. And lastly, from the teamwork, I was amazed by the synergy and the energy we had. And we were able to touch many people's lives from Iligan City, Cagayan de Oro City, Valencia City, and Davao City. In fact, VP Tengi, the impact of our sincerity in helping people can still be felt even up to this point, I
Yes.
must say.
And looking at you describe that, it seems like you went on a tour as a
Yes,
star.
we did.
Yes, as a star, because you are the one who's
Yeah.
initiated and really planned and bring the whole team there. The team was there to support you. It's your entourage, yeah, traveling together with you. Be that, be that. In India, always be in a caravan or what, wherever you meet, whoever you meet, be that star, that impact on them, and share with them what you have shared with us. The attraction will come, and you'll be there. You're already a challenging platinum director, and I assure you, things are going to happen. Miracles are going to happen. Yes.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Lipi Tengi, for those kind words. And as you were sharing about how your team has grown, it has experienced a tremendous growth, I must say. And I'm wondering, how did the pandemic impact your Avita business?
Okay, pandemic, COVID-19 is a
Yes,
word that has been the buzzword that is everyone knows about this.
right.
Everyone knows how it all happened and all that. In fact, I spent the last quarter of 2019 in the US with my mom and my eldest brother family. I was there for 3 months, and when I came back, I was like all charged up, ready to start a new year, with my goals, with my travel plans, with going to Philippines, going to Hong Kong, going to Jakarta, and even Korea. Yeah, so that was my plan. But wow, what a contrast. No one actually has predicted that. Not even any guru has predicted this. Yes. And in fact, in life, it's like that. Okay. Things are not able to predict, but we can prepare for it. And in a way, thanks to many of our associates and also leaders, we were kind of ready to transit into that. Okay. What I want to highlight is during this crisis, companies that were not ready, industries that were not prepared, went bust. Every day now, more and more economies are opening up. I mean, countries, those who were in lockdown, they are starting to open up. There are also countries seeing second wave happening. Countries like Australia, especially Melbourne, Victoria, and also in US, things are happening again. So there is no, like what you started, how you started in the beginning, you say, no one know how this will end or when this is going to end. So now we call it the new norm. How is your business coping with this? Are you prepared for it? And thanks to Avita's platform and also the many leaders that have been putting in effort to prepare us for this transition, I call it. Because previously, any seminars, we have to travel to Mindanao or Manila to do this. Now, thanks to Zoom, we are able to do that. In fact, now we are able to connect to even a wider audience from where you are without having the need to travel. Right now, those some of you who are listening in comes from different parts of the world, even different parts of Philippines, even different parts of Singapore. Singapore, although we are small, we are also quite big. Okay, we don't get to meet everyone all the time. So now with technology, we are able to connect to another person. Here we read in news companies closing down, especially airline industry, travel, hotel and travels, tourism, and also F&B. They are all affected. But there are some companies that are booming. Like throughout this period in Singapore, we call it circuit breaker, where we have a partial lockdown. People are advised not to go out and things like that. Their businesses were mainly closed except for essential services. We were all homebound, but our business continues. Avita support us with online orders and delivery, and we are still able to service our customers as well as our associates if they need support in any way. So these delivery services is a big benefit to us. It was supporting us. At the same time, company support of our online programs, online incentives, etc., etc. It helped us in continuing our business. And I liken it to the history that happened not so long ago, since between 1995 to 2008, the world faced a lot of crises. Okay, there was this Asian financial crisis, the dot-com bubble burst, and then comes September 11, etc., etc. And now 2020, global pandemic crisis. Do you think this is the last crisis?
No.
I feel it will not be the last. It may not even be the biggest. Okay, there's no guarantee that there's no other crisis or there's no other viruses that's going to mutate and happen. Whatever we have no control, let's not think about it. Whatever we have control is what we can do to prepare ourselves. I know some of my friends, their companies have closed down. They are retrenched. Okay, sad, yes, but now people are prepared in a way that sooner or later this is going to happen. Government is not subsidizing much anymore. No government can subsidize for the longest time. So these perks will start to slow down. I have a friend who works in a mall, and throughout this circuit breaker period, she wasn't able to work, and her company doesn't pay her, so there's no income. She said that the government subsidy of 300 sustained her that period. But 300 Singapore dollar, which is around 15,000 peso or less, yeah. How do you sustain for that three months of lockdown? Yeah. So it's really whether you have an alternative plan, a plan B, or something that you're working on that will give you additional multiple sources of income. Yeah. And likewise, sharing with you this chart, which has been a growing trend, because even in those crises, the healthcare industry still continue booming. It's still growing because healthcare is something crucial for all of us, everyone. Yeah, and people still value that they want to stay healthy, even in crisis time. All the more you need to stay healthy. Especially in Singapore, it's very expensive to be sick. It's
Right.
easier to die than to be sick. Yeah, so people want to stay healthy, and I compare this to my network growth. Okay, in 31st December 2019, WHO declared COVID-19
Mhm.
outbreak. Yeah, and from January onwards, more and more countries were involved, and the lockdown start. And the crucial period was actually February to April. Yeah, where Philippines mainly was under lockdown for a long period. Malaysia was also, Singapore also, and Hong Kong as well. Hong Kong, not only COVID, they were disturbed by a lot of things, a lot of riots and all that. Despite that, my three key markets, Singapore, Philippines, and Hong Kong, our sales grow, our network grow. There's an
Wow.
increase in number of partners and associates joining in. There's increase in our customer base, as well as there's an increase in our leaders
Mm.
being groomed. During this period, a diamond president was born. A few platinum directors was born out of the Philippines, despite the lockdown, despite all this that was going on. So it gives me further confidence that we are only towards growing. History has already shown us healthcare industry continues to grow, and I saw that happening in my own network. So with that, I feel now is not the time to waver, looks, we call it the look-see mentality. Once you find an opportunity, grab it, take chance, make a decision, and things will start to happen. So for those of you who are listening in for the first time or still haven't decided, I would say join us. Okay, be part of the new professionals whereby we go out there, make an impact, and grow new markets. With technology now, it has made it even easier than before. And without, nowadays, all the travel restriction, it's okay. Our business still grow. As long as you want it, there's always a solution. Yeah. And that goes to say, why is that so? Because when there is crisis in the marketplace, and when you can provide or your business can provide a solution, there is an opportunity. So for Avita, this is our solution, not only for healthcare, but also towards economic well-being of individuals. Okay, this is the time where the solutions that we have is embark on it together with us and grow your network, grow your enterprise, grow your income. Yeah, and we are in different countries here. Ready market for you, these countries, 9 countries, whereby we have physical office in Singapore is our HQ. We have physical office in Malaysia, Indonesia, Australia, Philippines, Taiwan, Japan, Hong Kong, Malaysia, etc. And then we have these new countries like Vietnam, Cambodia, Brunei, Myanmar, and Thailand, where we have logistics support from Singapore. I know some Cambodian friends and associates are listening in from Cambodia. Yeah, now is a great time. Okay, you can connect to them through internet, through different technology, and company supports you with the logistics support. If you don't want to start now, then when do you want to start? Right? And your friends will be thankful for this because you are giving them an opportunity. For those of you who are in these countries, tuning in from these countries, that's even better. It's even better. You have a ready market supporting you. Okay, I know, but that's your business grow to other parts of countries. Likewise, we can still support in our own ways. Okay, and
Right.
but these are the primary markets that I
Mhm.
encourage everyone grow it, open it, build it. And how many population in Philippines?
1 billion?
Philippines?
I know. I don't
Okay.
know.
Wow. Okay, but that let me tell you the
100
figure:
million.
110 million.
We're not China.
Okay,
Sorry.
110 million population or something like that. I remember it's 100 and
Yeah, I
something.
remember.
Yeah. So it's how many times bigger than Singapore? Singapore is just 5.6 million. Okay.
More than 100%.
So those who are in Philippines, focus on where you are. And at the same time, connect regionally, globally with your friends. Those who are in Singapore, this is our ready market. Don't think about starting a traditional business in all these countries. Right now in Singapore, to start a traditional business is already very high cost, and people are closing down because of high overheads. Yeah. And these are our rankings. VIP, Silver, and Gold Associates are our startup and our consumer positions. My advice to anyone building this business, quickly reach your Platinum Director position. And then from there, you will see leverage, you will see passive income, and also leverage income, and you will see your business growing regionally. Yeah. So your first goal, be a Platinum Director ASAP within the first 6 months of your business. Yeah. So that's the aim you go for. And we all started as one. Okay, we all started as one person, and from there we grow. When I started, I never knew which countries I would go. I didn't even imagine Philippines, but it just happened. When you meet the right person, and when you have made the decision that you want to grow your business, things start to happen. Yeah. And yeah, this is my my network growth. Yeah. And all these will be insignificant to someone who is not looking for opportunity. But to me, all these figures, the sales turnover, 1,600 over distributor, 22 countries, all has meaning. 1,600 over distributor equates to 1,600 families behind them. At the same time, the number of people they know behind them that will make an impact and they could change their life. 22 countries, what does it mean? That I can visit these 22 countries and there's a friend that will pick me up from the airport. Yeah. Okay. I love to travel. So I'm always excited when I get to know a friend from a different country or a different nation. And especially one of my new associate, Chantel Helvig. She resides in Helsinki, Finland. And I'm always excited when she shared with me about Finland and her living style, like, and all that. And she's also one of our associates. So that means I can visit her one of these days and we can build the business there, build the network there, and I can visit to see the aurora, the northern lights. Yeah, so that was one of the to-do lists in my life, to travel. And there was a period where I wasn't able to walk well. I had a bad fall, and it caused my legs to not be able to balance, and I tend to fall easily. And once I have a fall, it's bad for my back and also for my spine, that area, the tailbone area. So that was the time I start to worry, what if I can't walk anymore? Okay, that means I can't travel to see the world. So that gave me the urgency to work hard and also go travel and see the world. So I make it a point every year to visit somewhere new that I have, that is in my bucket list. And I hope I can inspire everyone. For those who have these kind of dreams, don't wait for it. Work towards that. And all this is meaningful. I can be independent. I'm also a speaker. In fact, now I'm speaking to more nations, to more nations than previously. And it gives me the time freedom and the financial freedom to do the things I want, and also to to really spend time with my mom. Yeah, so this gives me, all this has given me meanings in what I do here. And that is also my driving force. Yeah.
Wow. When most of the businesses are struggling to stay afloat, and your Avita business, DP Theingi, is growing in such a very high angled high angled line. um, I'm sure our guests are thinking, how to be like you, DP Theingi? What advice can you give to those who are exploring this Avita business as their next leap?
Yes, as the next leap, I'm being in Avita. We all have new strategies, new plans going forward, despite the pandemic. and our products are still very much ahead in trend. And what I feel that if you are right now listening in, whether it's first time or a few times already, but have not made a decision, I say don't waver. Make a decision and things will start to open up and happen. I'll leave you with 3 advice from me. Explore. Explore not whether this product works or whether this is backed up by research and all that. I guarantee you it's all there. With 11 over years track record, we have no qualms about this product. And many of us take it, our loved ones take it. So for you is to experience it. Experience not only the product, experience the team behind this company, the team behind your introducer, your friend, and also the team of this company that is leading forward. Yeah, educate. Why do I say educate? In my school, in my university, I was never taught about network marketing or multi-level marketing, whatever you call it. I wasn't even taught about preventive healthcare. I wasn't from the medical background, but throughout this business, it has educated me on all these aspects. Right now, if you are in the process of making a decision, evaluating, I'll say educate yourself. What is MLM all about? Ask people who have succeeded here, who have been working on it and growing the team. Okay, experience the leadership and the culture of our group. Okay, and at the same time, see whether the values of the team resonates with you. Book a time to discuss with the team leader. Don't do it for your friend. Do it for yourself. Your friend has introduced you and recommended this opportunity for you to come and take a look. But the decision is you. You have to decide for your future, whether you dare to dream, you dare to achieve, and dare to desire. It would manifest after you make your decision. Yeah. So with that, I would say these 3 steps: explore and see how this can complements with where you are currently, whether you are still working, and whether you are in transition, looking for greener pastures, or right now you're thinking of a plan B. Yeah. So, or even if you're in business, how can this complement your existing business? Yeah. Then that's the advice I will leave you with, and you can book a time to meet the team leader and also discuss more with your introducer and see how we can work and take a step forward. Yes.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much, DP Theingi, for your beautiful and inspiring story. But most of all, I'd like to thank you for encouraging us that truly there's nothing that can stop us from going after our dreams, despite our circumstance right now, despite this pandemic. And the most of you who are watching us for the first time, as we were doing the poll earlier at the beginning of this show, most of you answered that you are employees, and I encourage you to follow the advice of DP Theingi and to really see for yourself whether this Avita business is something that you can do, something that you can explore, and something that you can be successful in life. And just to summarize my key learnings today, let me just share my screen here. Okay. Sorry. Okay. All right. Let me just do that again one more time. Okay. All right. There you go. Okay, this is still coming out. DP Theingi, can you please help me with the...
Let me help you with this.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, please follow the advice of our Diamond President, Theingi. So, first, explore and educate. Have a look at all the options available for you to get started. My humble suggestion is for you to discuss this with the person who invited you. Ask the people who have been there, done the business, and have been successful. And then educate yourself about the business platform, about the industry, so you too can educate others. You have a team of leaders who will help you get started and be as successful as they are, or maybe even more. And the best venue for you to do this is this Sunday, July 26th. I encourage you to join the Entrepreneur Leaders Summit. The ELS will help you understand the industry and what Avita can do for you. So please do register and go back to the person who invited you and come and join us on Sunday. Second, experience. I invite you to experience the Avita culture by attending various events and experiencing our education system. You have seen the growth of DP Theingi, and she did not only learn about the business, but more importantly, she gained confidence, because this business, it will allow you to learn and become a better version of yourself. We don't stop growing and we don't stop learning. Now is also the best time to consult with our team leaders and help you with any questions that you have. If you look at the screen in the middle, down below, there's a QR code. Scan it now so you can choose the best time for you to meet with our team leaders. This is an opportunity we give to our new friends to clarify issues and answer questions from those who have gone ahead of us in this business. Or you can also click getstarted.myavita.com. And lastly, experience the star product of Avita. The best way to experience the benefits of Celegen is by stretch testing the product for 3 months. Just click on the getstartedmyavita.com, and it will lead you to the registration form, and the first 5 to click will and purchase the 6 boxes of Celegen this evening will win tickets to ELS on Sunday. Again, DP Theingi, I'd like to thank you for your humble advice, for your openness, for the rawness of your story, and for your wisdom.
Thank you so much as well. And I hope our little sharing this evening can inspire many of you to embark and get started together.
Yes, that's right. And in closing, some of you may be asking yourself right now if this is even possible to be successful for such a time as this pandemic. You have seen the story of DP Theingi. You have seen the stories of Double Diamond President Jeannie, PD Wendy, and Dr. Angie. Yes, it is possible. Because you will not be doing this alone. You have an entire Avita family helping you and cheering you on as you embark this journey with us. Don't think about the impossible. Instead, believe that I am possible. It was possible for DB Theingi despite her physical limitations, PD Wendy, who was an ordinary clerk, and Dr. Angie, who had health issues. But nothing was impossible for them. Nothing is impossible for you if you set your eyes that I am possible. Can you please type IMP in capital letters in the chat box so that we can declare together to the universe that I am possible? Come on, guys. Type I am possible or IMP, all caps. Great. Thank you so much. So that's right, guys. Anything is possible if you have the courage to take the next big leap with us right here, right now. Thank you to all our guests who tuned in tonight. Stay safe, stay healthy, and God bless us all. See you again next time. Again, this is Badat Kiblat, the trailblazing stay-at-home mom from Mindanao, Philippines, signing off. Bye!